Welcome back to some more Alpha Centauri Alien Crossfire with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, we kind of stalked the guys to see where they'd settle, and they did go for the uranium flats, as you can see in the background there. I've also trimmed out some of the obsolete units, and just to confirm that it is here, I do have auto-prune obsolete units turned on. The game's just really bad at it. I mean, it's an old game, give it some slack, but yeah, there's some workshop crust in there. This episode, we're going to zoom a little bit back in, because zooming out too far for too long gives me, not migraines, that's an exaggeration, but a little bit of headache. We'll continue clearing out the fungus in the ruins. Ideally, you would have found this much earlier on in the game, but alas, it's on an island by itself, which nobody else colonized, so we'll take full advantage of that. And we are still at war with Yang, although it's kind of pointless. We've taken a city off him just to kind of show that we can. But realistically, he doesn't have anything going on. He has a few tiny cities he spawned, very much recently around the Garland crater. But if we take most of these, we're probably just going to blow them up. So we're going to have to wait for them to grow just a smidge. We're also likely going to try and take Unification Cavern because somehow, even though he's at war against the university, he managed to take a city off them and he's renamed it, Social Engineering Den. I don't know how he managed to do that. The university's miles ahead of him in every metric, but alas, that's the nature of the beast sometimes. Speaking of which, this start that the university got was beastly. Like, this is so good, all of this jungle. I'm so jealous. Anyway, I've done a lot of talking. Let's end turn. We got some forest. Got some more bombarding, and loads of units wandering around. We're
friends
with
in this dome the intermingling of native and earth plants. Outside, they are competitors, struggling over the trace elements required for life. Often, one destroys the other. Here they are tended with care and kept well nourished. They thrive together, and the native fungus does not unleash its terrible defenses. As you can see, competition is unnecessary when resources are plentiful, and population growth is controlled. Lady Deirdre Sky, Planet Dreams.
So we got our first hybrid forest, which is very exciting, because if we go to our capital, we no longer have any eco damage. I mean, it does help that the the planet has started to destroy some of our improvements. That will certainly reduce eco damage. But currently, we don't have any at all. We're still going to build some colony pods out of our capital just to get the population down a little bit, because that will also help reduce eco damage. It'll be working less tiles, potentially. And it gives us time to rebuild this back into something that's usable for us, because we can't do anything with fungus tiles. We're not Deirdre, we're not Chardon, we're just going to get
complete.
rid.
Production complete.
We have a command center in Miners Freehold. Yeah, you still don't need any defenses. You're in a really odd location because you're very well protected, but you're in a place with virtually no food capacity at all. So I'm thinking we'll get a worker down and just start building some forests, and then maybe the hybrid forest and tree farm combo. That might help out. It's weird, the thought that we're growing and planting loads of trees by a potentially active volcano. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. I'm not going to.
Production complete. Production complete. Production complete.
Yeah, you can make another colony pod. Okie dokie. So yeah, we are slowly colonizing. This used to be an island, but we've set it up so it has expanded out to become one giant landmass. It's not the easiest place to have settling going on. Where are you going? Okay. You can still go that way. Yeah, it's not the easiest place to settle because we have this big fungal tower, which will inevitably cause some problems. We'll just send a colony pod in that general direction. In fact, no, keep building colony pod. Build one more pod, then get a recreation commons and a network node, please, because I'll fix your drone issue. You, sir, need to go where? Are we planning on settling anywhere else? We're not going to settle up here because the Gaians have it and it's not worth the fight. We could settle up here. That's probably not a terrible idea. Where have we been putting our transport? I think we've been putting our transport... Oh, it's been... You can tell it's a different session because I don't remember where I put anything. I guess what we'll do, because the transport can move a heck of a lot quicker than the colony pods, move to Freedom's Foundry.
Terraform complete.
You're pretty safe, so just wander over. You can do the same. Turn the number pad back on. That'll be helpful. There we go. You're just going to auto-improve. Oh, wait, you gotta set yourself to this place first. Well, hey, we noticed, guys. Mild gameplay growth. Common ground has run out of places to, improve, which is not a huge surprise. It only has one width tile of water, but we can go into Whipsaw Base and do the exact same thing. Support from here, and then just auto-improve nearby. Yeah, we don't know if we're going to end up soon at war with Miriam. She kind of likes us, but again, she's an incredibly aggressive AI faction. So how long that will last, who knows? I'm just hoping she waits until we've dealt with what we think we're going to do with Yang. We don't know how much we're going to do. Got quite a lot of impact speeders over here. I'm glad that we don't need really any more than that. Having said that, you do have 8 a turn. Get a Chaos Speeder prototype at this point. That's fine. It's double the attack. It's definitely worth doing. Why did you not settle this on the coast? That's so annoying. Did we go north? You're getting impact infantry in both locations, so I don't think it really matters. And we can't get there in one turn regardless because he hasn't cleared this fungus. We probably want to put our troops here, maybe? It depends if he has roads. Maybe they want to be... This fungus is good defense. Maybe we won't go for this first. Maybe we'll go for the colony. Does that mean I can sneak past? Oh, there's a worker in the way. Of course there is. How many units do we have left? We have 4 of them. You're only slightly damaged, but you're going to wait. You're slightly damaged, but you're going to wait. You're going to stay there. He probably doesn't have any units that have more than 1 base move, so he's not going to reach. So we're going to wait 1 turn in place. Hi, Lal's battleship. How are you doing? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please don't get mad, Miriam. We'll move next turn, I promise. We might as well just long-range fire
Turn
you.
complete.
Maybe that'll get him to flee. That's the hope. And then what we want to do is we want to find, and let's see me flail for the right option again. Just pick one of these at random. We can find it in here. We are looking for units. It's not the transport foil I really want to move, although that can move colony pods without any problems. I want to, whatever you are doing, cancel orders. Don't cancel everything, that would be terrible. Cancel just that, and I also want to find the destroyer transport and cancel whatever order you were doing too. Okay, so the transport foil is just sitting in Staples of Life. You need a defensive unit then. I don't want to prototype you here, that's a waste of time. Crazy as it is, it's quicker for me right now just to build a 4-3 unit. We'll do that. Where are the other transports? One is still at Liberty Plant, which will take about 3 eternities to get over here, so we're not going to be using that one for the game plan. Although I guess we can slightly move where it is. Where would we even want to move it? No, I'm not that worried about moving it. Let's just move it to one of our sea bases so it counts as an extra unit in case we do get surprise attacked, because that would be stinky. We're going to play the risky game and we're going to move you and leave this city unoccupied temporarily. Not sure if you heard the cat. I don't know what the cat was doing back there. He's been a weird guy. But yeah, we're going to move you over. You can at least carry...
complete.
Yeah, you can carry 2 cargo, so it's not as if we have to go back and forth all the time. But then I don't know where that destroyer transport is, but it's fine. We have what we need. Oh, this is it? Yeah, this is it. So yeah, it's already moved. That's why it didn't become active. Why are you having so many drone issues? Because you are a sea base with no production. Cool. Yeah, this guy, we're just going to come and pick up speeders. It's pretty apparent. Okay.
Turn complete.
Sure has. Let's end turn. Hopefully you guys have really been enjoying the series, guys, gals, whoever. Okay, well that makes sense. The Hive just lost its capital to the university. And that's why we're trying to take cities off the Hive, because we don't want the university to get them all.
Production complete. Production complete.
You can start building impact speeders as well. For 1 tick, you're going to get a tree farm, and then you can go back to building buildings.
Maximum population reached.
Or building units, I should say. You have some unhappiness issues. Get a recreation
Maximum
commons.
population reached.
You're going to see in place.
Terraform complete.
Beta sector. Yeah, if you didn't see last episode, we have run out of city names. That's how well we've expanded. And we're going to lose a population here. That's fine. Get all the basics down. You're just going to sit in place to make sure nothing bad happens. You're going to wait because, yes, we can get the colony pod there straight away. Free Drone Central has its colony pod. I think the plan was to start backfilling a few places. Because we certainly have room to do so. This is all forest, and there's so much of it that we could totally throw a city down there. We have a ton of space over here that hasn't been used. Admittedly, none of it is super exciting. This is probably a good place to have a coastal city to just help defend our naval cities. But beyond that, there's not a huge amount going on. So I think we're going to backfill a little bit more in our main hub, because again, we're going to have to deal with the levers at some point. We just don't know when. So where do I want to put this down? Like anywhere? Let's say, I mean, we could even put it on the coast and then just have a little bit used up. We could put it like here, for example. Do that. Then our destroyer transport. Yeah, it's coming back to Hammer and Tongs. Still has 3 movements. We can activate. Are you guys all basically the same? Yeah, you're all just speeders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go up. We wait. Up, up, up. You are going to just stay in place. You're going to get a forest up. You're going to stay in place because you only have 1 unit and you need the front line. You're going to stay in place. I do see a unit now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to reach hitting that. Can I reach that from here? No, I cannot. We can definitely pot shot. Oh, or completely miss the city because I hit the wrong tile. Excellent. You'll love to see it. Oh, it's because I can't technically see that tile. Okay, that makes sense. So I can sit there and then I'll be able to shoot it next time around. So this unit, we don't want to use the artillery. This is also artillery. This one's taken only tiny amounts of damage. Hi, Yang. No. No. Okay, I was hoping he'd capitulate to us. But nope. We're just going to have to blow his unit up instead. It's a little bit risky to move forwards because we can see... Oh, he only has 1 unit. Okay, that's fine. If there's nothing hidden here, which there is not, we are A-okay. We do need to blow up that former, though, because it will count as zone of control and be in the way. We do not want to move from this forest tile for right now. I'm going to have to keep 1 unit in here just in case we get surprised by something we don't know about. Like that. And then this guy full of units. We're going to come bring over here. Okay, perfect. So Free Drone Central is getting unfungicized, defungicized. I don't know what the term is, but it's fine. Being a properly good city again. Yeah, we're making 23 energy, and we're not even using supply callers for that, so that's pretty cool. No, what we want to do is we want to come over here and help miners freehold at this point, because it just has a comically low amount of food. Activate unit. We only have one colony pod in right now, but that's perfectly fine. We're just going to get you to come over here, please.
Turn complete.
And it's a fairly event-free turn. There's nothing that we particularly have to do by the looks of it. Lal still likes us. I'm sure he doesn't have any tech, so I'm not even going to bother talking to him. More forest, more kelp. More exploded units.
Production complete.
Excellent. So we got our colony pod just to get our population down just a smidge while we kind of sort everything out. What do we need in our capital? Because it's pretty much capped to where it can go. We can improve a couple more tiles, but it's pretty close to what it can really push out at best until we get to a tech later that really just breaks everything. So I am thinking that we can start building a few units as well. So
I saw the alien phalanx coming toward us, and I calmed my mind as Chiron had taught me. And what I saw next to the phalanx was a shadow regiment, half formed from the resonance around them. I cursed the aliens. With power like that, each one could fight as many, and I thanked Planet for sending us the betrayer. Prophet Cha Dawn, the betrayer, and I.
So typically, bioadaptive resonance is a reasonably good tech, but because we ended up getting chaos weapons from the university, I think it was, in the trade, this tech's pretty underwhelming. So we get the spore launcher, so we can build the artillery version of the mindworm, which is not very exciting. We can get soporific gas pods, also not very exciting. It's high morale, but reverse, so the enemy gets low morale instead. Not very interesting. And the resonance laser, which looks cool, but we will not be using a huge amount. Really, its big perk is that it gets a bonus in psi attacking, but we don't really want to sacrifice our attack power, so rest in spaghettis. And most of our attacks against mindworms are going to be defensive at this point, because there are not many fungal towers left.
Maximum population reached. Production complete.
Okay, Skunk Works. This is probably why previous me was waiting to do this, in terms of getting the prototypes, but it's fine. The difference is negligible. We're going to build one shock troop, because that will prototype the level 4 defense, which I don't think we'll be using very much. I think 3R is far better than 4 in most situations.
Maximum population reached.
But we'll get it done. Oh, we have a drone riot in living standard, even though the governor says he's working on it. Cool. There you go. We'll add that to the queue of things.
Request confirmation.
And we're going to build that tree farm ahead of time. There you go. We have a lot of money, in fact.
It will happen, and it will happen in our lifetimes. Fusion power isn't just the future. Fusion power is now. T.M. Morgan Riley, Morgan Metagenics.
I never understood why that quote came up at this point, because you could only build the fusion lab after you've researched fusion power, which means you already know it's in life, or whatever. Sorry, T.J. Riley, that we're really analysing your quote, but I don't think that timing makes a lot of sense. So yeah, Fusion Lab just gives us a load of science, and I think gives some economy as well. Anvil of Man, what do you want to do? I think we get you a research hospital, and then we get you some defences. And get a biolab too, because, well, it's just almost free science.
Resource shortfall.
Yeah, we know. We knew that was going to happen. We're just over here to work some of these solar panels, which aren't that great a tile. I mean, a forest is better than this, so they probably won't even stick around long term.
Terraform complete.
So we built our road here. I think we should get... This is rolling and arid. I think it's better off just having a forest on it. This colony pod is ready, it's just going to have to wait. I mean, I could come back with the transport, but I'm not going to. Oh wow, our infantry moved over to a tile of fungus first try. I think that's like the first time in, what, 5 attempts that he had? Better late than never. Okay, so this is now a tile with nothing going on. I think we just want a solar panel to get a farm solar road. You're going there, so this should probably come over here somewhere. Do I want to be right on the corner? Probably not. We're going to end up sharing a lot of tiles regardless. I'm probably still going to put it on the coast. But I'm thinking we put it maybe in the middle, because I don't think we're going to put 2 cities in this line. I think we'll just put it there. How many troops are now in the colony? Just 1. It's not a strong one. So we can just use our naval units to do a really pathetic amount of damage to it. That did almost nothing. We're still going to keep our 1 artillery hidden from view. You're now just going to shoot that and do almost nothing as well. Cool. But we still have a 2-to-1 advantage. Will our other unit have a better time, stats-wise? Let's take a look. No, it's actually worse. It has less health, that's why. And it's a disciplined unit versus a veteran. 10 to 5, we should be fine, though. Yep, there we go. And we can now walk in. Cool, so we've seized the colony. Very on-the-nose naming. We'll get the same bump on the go, kind of. We're going to make a slight difference. Nice thing about taking a Yang city, you don't have to build a perimeter defense again, which is very good. Yeah, really what we're doing is we're just preparing, because we know that long-term the success of this game is going to be when we attack the university, who have some gigantic cities. We want to make sure we have some land near them to station our own troops. It doesn't have to be the best set of cities in the world, it just has to be something we can put troops at. And the AI is not very good at naval combat, or especially transport dropping. So this might stay pretty safe for a while. Depends what he's built here. Okay, so you got all your health back, because you were the one that indeed took out the city. We need some vision on what is going on over here. It's a little bit dangerous to do this. Just capitulate, please. Yeah, because there was a chance that worker was just going to be sat there. But we can see there's no units coming over to us. So we can make this move
Perhaps
completely
a careful
safely.
review of your options is in order.
It's artillery. Why would we not do that? Oops, I moved back. Doi. Whoopsie daisy. Hit the wrong
Turn
button.
complete.
Yeah, I said there's no reason for us to not attack that former unit, but there is if you just click the wrong button. I mean, that's certainly an option. Crab Hands McGee over here. Everybody else still cool? Yeah, everybody else is still cool. I can't believe... Well, I can. Morgan never expands. It's just really sad to see the AI for Morgan's just so bad. It can't get over here because we know there's mine worms. Yet, he could still totally expand even within his territory. He can move down here. Weirdly, just won't do it. We're making some bank. Yeah, that's what we were going to do. See if there's anything we can buy that's important. We have a lot of drones in the area in our colony at this point. You don't want to rush a prototype because that will be super expensive. That's not a huge benefit, so we're not going to rush that. You're building your tree farm next turn. You probably do want that.
Request confirmation.
That'll be spending money to make money.
Request confirmation.
That'll only speed it up by 1 turn. But Seawork Caverns is making 29 energy a turn. It's going to cost us some, but get the subsea trunk line in there, because that'll create a huge amount of production out of there too. Because we're working, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if you include the capital tiles. So any Hydal Tarnus will, yeah, become a lot stronger. We're making +5 in this city on trade with the Peacekeepers. That is pretty impressive. You're pretty unhappy, so let's rush your network
Request
node.
confirmation.
And then what we're going to do here is get a biolab and then a hab complex. Because I guess we can put some of the help sea tiles in there as well. Nutrients, energy, minerals. It's not a giant location because a lot of the land around it hasn't been improved yet, but we'll get there. Slowly but surely. We're in this weird situation where I'm holding on to money and I don't really have an ideal place to spend it, as odd as that is. I guess the one place we should definitely do is here at Staples of Life. This will seem weird that I'm hurrying something.
Request confirmation.
That only takes 1 turn, but it'll then give the overflow to the impact infantry, so it'll still speed things up. Okay, let's end turn. Triple energy next turn. Cool.
Enemy project initiated.
We can't build that, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, we saw this coming. So yeah, the hive now is capitulating. But the question is, will
Production
they bend the knee
complete.
to anybody? We'll see. Our grid has its worker. You don't have a huge amount of forest, but I can see forest in your future. So let's get that built. And then we want to do something for happiness. Erect commons, and then you're going to want to have complex, because by that point you might get to 7 population.
Production complete.
Even with erect commons, you are still an incredibly unhappy location. Research hospital will reduce your drones by 1. We might have to go for a second unit just to sit here. Let's do that. Because if we build the ascetic virtues, we're going to get another police rating, so we can make the use of that.
Production complete. Production complete. Production complete.
That was a lot of things complete. So yes, we're still going to sit in place.
Request confirmation.
Bit expensive to rush that, but we're going to just to make sure it's safe. Oh. We moved the transport, but we never moved the colony part onto it. So, oopsie daisy. Well, I guess we get to move both at the same time. What a happy accident. Go team. That's funny. All you can do is laugh. So, we're still going to land these speeders, but we might not have anything to really land them on at this point. No, I don't want to move any of those. Nope. Okay, so given that we made a big... Well, I say we. It was me. I'm the one using the controls. Made a bit of a movement goof. Just move that worker, please. What we want to do is try and take out...
Perhaps a careful review of your options is in order.
Yep, that's okay. It's just not going to do as much damage. I want to move this unit over. More hive units, but they're going to be dealing with the university, so that's not a big deal. Do we want more forest here? Maybe not, because we have so much altitude now at this location that we can make some great money. We might go farm Solar Road, in fact. Let's do that. Yeah, there's no way this is correct. It's telling me we can have 6 production, 12 solar. Something about that seems wrong. You are rocky and moist, so you can't build a farm. I'm just curious. Again, if we build a solar connector... What happens? Wow, that was weird. Weird glitchiness. What was that? The sea former, you're going to improve power grid. You're going to sit in place. You're removing more fungus. Is that a road underneath that worker? No, it is not. Which means I'm not particularly worried, because I highly doubt they have a 2-movement unit. They're building mostly 1 movement. There is a place building a speeder here, but I'm not that worried about it. 50 to 7, yeah, I think we'll be okay, guys. It's out in the open, so we're getting an even bigger bonus than we would otherwise. I'm going to get rid of this worker, just so it's out of the way.
Turn complete.
Okie dokie, so that's going fine and dandy. I was kind of hoping the university would take a while to take the hive, because what that now means practically is that they can bring all their colonists over this little spaghetti strand and start colonizing wherever on Earth they want. And we don't really want that to happen, because it's dangerous enough that, yes, the university did not spread, but their starting location was disgustingly good. Like, we would have killed to get Monsoon Jungle, let alone this much of it. Hi Deirdre, what do you want? Oh, now you're non-committal, so you're not super happy with me. Sure, trade tech's out of the threat, so I will 100% take that.
The Isle of the Deep is really not a single creature, but a colony of thousands of individual tubules, an aquatic vector of the mindworm which terrorizes planets' continents. Over its lifetime, certain tubules secrete a tough glue-like substance which hardens to form the characteristic shell that floats the colony and creates the appearance of a rogue island. Lady Deidre Sky, A Comparative Biology of Planet.
So Centauri meditation is what allows you to get that secret project I couldn't build, the Xeno-Empathy Dome. For us, again, not very helpful. It's very useful for Deirdre, because it means you can use xenofungus like roads, which is massive. Removing the fungus at double speed is somewhat useful, but it's not an absolute game breaker or anything. And you can build Isle of the Deep, so you can build Mindworm-style transport ships. This is why she's not super thrilled. So we're in planned economics right now because we're trying to get our population up, and she hates it.
Enemy project initiated.
We can't build the neural amplifier either. That makes them stronger on the defense. Was that the defense or the attack
Production
against
complete.
Psi units? It's one or the other. It's not super important. Especially for him, because it's unlikely he'll start building a load of mind worms, because, well, he has all the tech. So we're back to 14 eco damage, but now we can build Centauri preserves, which will help with this problem. We could build the Xeno-Empathy Dome. How much would it cost? Oh, that is not the building I meant to click.
Request confirmation.
It'll only cost us 120 energy to just build that outright, so we'll do that and then switch into the Xeno-Empathy Dome and see if we can build it on time.
Production
Doubt it,
complete.
but that would be really funny. We just ruin everybody else's life. Still found making 54 energy a turn. This boy's still on the triple effect, that's why. But still, pretty cool. We want what? You have a lot of forests, so get a hybrid forest down. And then after that, you're probably going into just building loads and loads of science and military pieces. There is going to be a tech that hopefully we get fairly soon that will hoover up a lot of these cities that we have that we're just like, build something to pass the time. We will certainly be building something very specific to pass the time in the future, just not now because we can't build it
Maximum population reached. Production complete.
yet. Okay, you've got your own formers. Excellent. I'm going to preemptively build you a tree farm, even though it's not super useful right now, because it will certainly become useful.
Air power rests at the apex of the first triad of victory, for it combines mobility, flexibility, and initiative. Spartan Battle Manual.
Speak of the devil. I did not plan that. Doctrine air power. So, this is where the game turns on its head. We can build aerospace complexes. That is not what matters. It gives you +2 morale to the to the unit that you're building. That's an air unit. Not a huge surprise. We can construct air bases. Whoop-de-frickin-do. I might build maybe one. Air superiority. Kind of useful. So this turns whatever unit you put it on into an anti-air. It loses 50% of its attack against ground and naval units, but it allows you to hit air units. Can be quite helpful. The elephant in the room, though, is this boy, the needle jet chassis. So once you unlock the needle jet, and you get copters later, because you can see that in the list there, but needle jets are really what moves the needle. Get it? Nah, I'm a funny guy. Probably not. This turns the game into who has the most needle jets wins for a long time. Because air combat works a little bit differently to the other two combats. Because they will almost always be using their attack stat. It is very, very rare that the defense stat gets involved with air combat. And they have huge amount of movement. They get even more movement depending on the reactor that they have. And they are surprisingly cheap to build. So what is going to happen is that as every faction gets needle jet technology, they're going to spam the bejesus out of it. And it's going to turn into everybody starts wrecking everybody else's stuff, the game. We'll talk about it more next episode, because this has gone on for quite a long time. So, like the video if you did, Subscribe to see more, because you will want to see the fallout of this technology, because it's pretty wild, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.